Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there in the internet, welcome to Chatting with Tekken for October 2021. So, Chatting with Tekken, if you don't know, is basically three things, or three main things I talk about, which are videos I'm working on for the channel, changes to stuff on the channel, IRL stuff, um, under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories, playthroughs and streams, vlogs, DIY, do-it-yourself stuff, how-tos and other stuff I might be making for the channel. And the other two categories don't have subcategories because they are things that happened or didn't, with anecdotes and asides sprinkled in. Um, so yeah, this is another one where I didn't really put anything on the outline, but it's like nothing major has really happened, I guess, for the most part, I feel. So it's whatever. Um, So yeah, playthroughs and streams. Still Final Fantasy 14 is like the main thing right now. Walker's in less than a month away, so looking forward to that. And I think after I play through the like rest of the MSQ and I'm done with the main thing, I mean that might be it. I mean there's still a bunch of side stuff to go back and do, which I guess I'll do like, after the fact. But for the most part, that's pretty much that out of the way. So looking forward to the conclusion of the arc and the fact that I started it in April and like all that game in like less than a year is pretty crazy when I think about it. But I mean it makes sense. It's like there's like there's like a ton of content, but like if you look if I mean it's whatever. It's just like when you like if you take the main scenario quest, which is like the main storyline across the base game of Run Reborn and like the three expansions, and then in Walker it's like okay, well there's only going to be like a finite amount. It's like yes, it's an MMO and you can like keep playing forever, but of like the main, the um I was gonna say the guts, but that's kind of no, or just like the main stuff of the main storyline. The yeah, I can't think of a good word to like say for that, but yeah, just like the main stuff. It's there's only gonna be like so much of it, but it's really good. So I'm looking forward to what happens in Endwalker. So still waiting because it's still not here. I've gotten quite a bit of my characters to level 80, so that's cool. I haven't jumped into Boja still, but then it's like at this point there's like less than 3 weeks, so it's like early access is the 23rd, I think, or something. But so I'm not sure how much progress I can make until then. I've also been working on Eureka. I finished the first part, but the second part I haven't really started because I just didn't like it, so I haven't really jumped into that too much. Um, Besides that, there's just like a couple side things or side like all the side quests and dungeons I haven't done yet in Shadowbringers because everything else I've pretty much done all that stuff. So because I did the binding coils like a while ago, so I got through that. That was cool. But yeah, um, I'm yeah. I was gonna go into like a whole thing, but then I just like it's like it's whatever, dude. Like basically all like the blue plus quests. I forgot what they're called, but I've done most of those. Except like the only thing I haven't done as far as like that stuff is all the the content that they have that they basically put out at a higher difficulty. So like all the extreme and savage and ultimate and like all that stuff. It's like no thanks, not really worth it. So it's like I already played through the base version, so it's like I don't really want to do it again harder for like whatever trinket is the reward. Which a lot of the times it seems like you just have to like do it like 99 times to get the amount or whatever. Cause it's like you need 99 of them whenever you go to the vendor, and it's like ooh. I mean, you might get more than one, like maybe four, so maybe only 20 runs or 20 something runs instead of the 99, but it's not really worth it. Which is why I haven't gotten the Rathalos or the armor, the Rathalos armor from the Monster event in that game. But I mean, it's something to go back and do. But it's like when it becomes such a grind, it's just not worth it. And it's like pass. Let's see what else. But yeah, Final Fantasy. Still playing that. It's like the main thing. And then, like I said last time, after that, I'll go back to Mass Effect, Disco Elysium, other stuff I dropped, or just other stuff that came out this year I haven't played yet, like Saga Frontier, Um, besides that, so yeah, still. I mean, I'm still playing Destiny, but it's like I'm done. Like, just not. It's not looking good. Like, just or like this is my first time playing the season as it's like releasing content, and it's just like I'm glad I. I mean, on the one hand, I'm glad I'm at 90 something, so I'm almost at the season pass, cap for 100. So it's like it's nice to be done early versus like go into the season at the end when all the content's there, then play through it because it's released weekly. It's just like whatever. So like either way, it's like I mean I guess this way is better just because you're already done versus like having to wait for it all and then like try to like rush to catch up and like be done with it. So it's like yeah, it's more like slow and steady style versus like trying to just grind out through or blow through all of it at the end. I mean it's kind of the same thing. It's just different styles of playing through it. So it's just like eh. It's I mean that's like the weird thing is like either way it's like you still end up where you're like through all of it or like the main seasonal quest line and it's like oh that was it and it's like it just yeah it doesn't hit the mark and it's just okay whatever and then it just yeah just I feel like you know they're going into Witch Queen and like trying to set up it like there should be more build up or just I don't feel hyped for it like at all for it so I'm just like whatever I'm just gonna keep it like on my hard drive until like that first day, and then like because they give you like the prologue mission for free, and then like you're locked out after that. So I'm just gonna like play the prologue mission or like the introduction mission to like the season or the setup or whatever, and like see how that is. But I don't see it changing my mind. They did change trials, so I went flawless. I put that up. That was nice. Kind of I was like back into it for a second, and I was like, why am I playing this game? And just like stopped caring again um, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I'm done with that game. Looking forward to being done with it forever, and soon that will happen. So I'm looking forward to that. And like yeah, like since the season doesn't end until February when Witch Queen comes out, it's like I'm gonna have like a nice long not playing that game time here where it's one less game to play and time for something. Like yeah, it'll make time for something else to play. So that's cool. And then besides those two things, it's basically just the game night stuff of Fall Guys and Everybody's Golf. And then I've decided that probably like at the end of the year, I'll probably just like stop streaming the game, the game, or I might keep streaming it on Twitch, but like I'll stop exporting it over here because there's like no real reason to, unless I unless I get like way more views on it and stuff because it's like yeah, it's I mean yeah, it's like anyway, it's a whole thing. Uh, besides I'm kind of like tired of Fall Guys anyway, so I'm just like done and like I'm ready. I'm like trying like I'm like I said last time I'm actively like every time there's like a new plus or new lineup of plus games I'm like ooh what can we swap out with Fall Guys because I'm so sick of that game. But yeah, um, pretty much it for like oh wait I just remembered something. I was about to say that's basically everything for everything on the channel, but then I remembered that the newest Dark Pictures anthology game came out. I played through that, and then also because it was, scary season or spooky season, as people say, for Halloween, blah blah blah, October, blah blah blah. I played through all the I played Until Dawn. I played through that again, and then I replayed all the Dark Picture anthology games. So Until Dawn, Man of Medan, Little Hope, and then House of Ashes after, and yeah, they still hold up. And it's funny because I've yet to play through all the Dark Picture anthology stuff and have everybody survive. Whereas Until Dawn, I can do it. Like I'm not gonna say without trying, but I played through it again and I got everybody out alive, and I was like, okay, that was that was good. Let's see what we can do for the Dark Picture games. And then I mean that being said, I was playing the curator versions, which I hadn't played before, so it does different choices for you. I mean, that being said, those choices didn't because I effed up. Actually, hold up. Wait, no. Oh, wait, never mind. I did F up, like, on the effing, yeah. Never mind. But yeah, because I almost got a character to the end, and there's, like, a choice you make at the beginning that I wasn't able to make, so I wasn't sure if, like, that was going to have a factor, but it didn't matter because that character died anyway, so I was like, okay, whatever. So, that was messed up. That's your thing. Is like every time I play, right? It's like only one person dies. It's not like at least. Oh, actually, that didn't happen in Little Hope. Little Hope, I had one person survive, and it was like, oh, well, that was very disasterific, for lack of a better term, because got to the end, and I was like, all right, man, this is looking good, and then I guess I chose like something wrong, and then I just like lost four people in succession, and I was like, what just happened? Or three or four people in succession. I was like, what the f? I was like, did I just choose something I shouldn't have chose? And then body started dropping, and I was like, and like, yeah, it just lost three cast members right there, and I was like, dude, that was pretty effing brutal. So that sucked. And then I played House of Ashes, and I was doing pretty good, and then yeah, it was pretty messed up because there's like a choice. Well, it's on the stream, whatever. Because like something happens, right? And then like you have a choice of like leaving someone behind or like taking them with you, and then it's really annoying because like as I was playing, I was thinking to myself, okay, well, on the one hand, you have all these like text logs and like entries of like something that happened before, and like all the evidence points to this takes a couple days to happen. But then there's also something that happened, like like when you're going through the game, and it didn't my I didn't register it because I guess I just wasn't paying attention, which is weird because I was paying attention, I just didn't catch it. And then like after the fact, I was like, oh, I should have like realized it's not something that takes a couple of days. It's like it happens pretty rapidly. But then I'm not sure if like that caused me to lose that person, but I guess it was because there wasn't. It seemed like there was like nothing in my control that I could have did to like change that outcome. So I'm kind of curious, like if I do everything I did that time except the one thing, if I get everybody out alive, because I only lost one person again. So I've yet to clear a Dark Pictures anthology game with all the survivors surviving. I mean, that being said, at least like I haven't had everybody die yet. I think I possibly would have got everybody died if I would have kept a specific weapon with me in my Little Hope playthrough, because it's possible, but we'll see. Or I guess we won't see, but like whatever. Anyway, I quite enjoyed House of Ashes. It's really good. The atmosphere, as far as like they do a lot of like good stuff with like the lighting and like the darkness and the darkness, or like just not being able to see and just being very claustrophobic. You're going through these corridors, and like the lighting source is like a flashlight or something. Sometimes it's just a lighter, which is like super. Those were intense moments. It was just like I can't see in front of me, like less than 5 feet. I've got a lighter, and like the audio is just like it's like you can hear stuff like all around you, and it's just like and just it was good. It was great, and then just like the scenario itself was really good, and it's I'm not gonna give anything away, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens, and it's one of those ones where it's like a long burn of like you think you know all the things, and then you think you're at the end, and then it's like, oh, there's more to this, and it's just like keeps on going. And it's like, oh, it's just like, yeah, it's like really good. I think that's my favorite one yet of the Dark Picture anthology games, because we've had Ghost Ship, and then Lost in the Woods. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure like how you would qualify Little Hope. Little Hope is kind of like all over the place. Or not all over the place, but there's like a lot of stuff in Little Hope, so it's kind of hard for me to like. It's like it's kind of more than like Lost in the Woods or like Lost in the like town, like you're lost in the middle of the night. Because there's a lot more to it, so it's not like just the basic premise. Not to like spoil anything, but yeah, so it's kind of weird in that regard. But and then man, I'm not gonna say anything about House of Ashes because it's it's hard to like do that succinctly without spoiling it. So, but it too has, like I said, there's like more to it than just like the basic premise of like you fall into a monster lair or monster pit, but there's more to it. It's not just that. So that was nice. Also, it was nice to they actually brought, well, not saying anything. Never mind. Forget what I just said. I was gonna say, oh, yeah. Let's forget what I was gonna say. Anything. Um, is that everything? Oh, I played Katana Zero. It's this cool indie game on Xbox Game Pass. It's on the channel too right now. That's also Game Pass stuff. I can finally start playing that. I want to do a series on Jet Grind Radio because it's backwards compatible, and just like go through and get all the graffiti souls and all the characters and like Jet on every stage. Um, I mean, I'm thinking about doing it because I'm like, well, it's probably already out like somewhere in the like out there on the internet. But it's like just for me, it's like it's nice to have like a game I can just like boot up and play when I have like no time to play or just like I don't have like a chunk of time to like stream something for like a long, you know, for like a long play or something, and I can just like play it and then do whatever I'm trying to do in that specific session and just like have like a long term goal for the game. But then like every time I play, I'm just like working on something. So I'm thinking about doing that. Um, but then besides that, there's also just like a ton of games on Game Pass I can play. I thought of doing Dead Space because it was, you know, also a scary game, or Resident Evil because I've got like a bunch of those. But then it's like, I was like, dude, I need to I need to focus on Final Fantasy here, and not like let this take up too much time because I did all that dark picture stuff, and then it didn't really. I don't really feel like it paid off because I was streaming it on Twitch and I didn't feel like I got a ton of views. So it's like whatever. Anyway, it didn't seem like it was worth it. So I was like, let me just go back to what I was playing. Um, it's also weird because like we're at the end of the year, and there's usually like that's when like the big hitters. I mean, not to say there's no big hitters, but it's like nothing coming out for like the rest of the year except for Walker. I'm not looking forward to anything really. Because I think everything is next year, right? Because I mean, there's Solar Ash. That's like the one game. I think everything else is next year. Sifu. That's the thing. There's like that state of play, right? And then like everything was 2022, but there's no like month. It's just like a blank date of 2022. So it's like, oh, okay, well, hopefully they're not all in the same month or the same week or the same day, because February is already looking pretty crowded. So yeah, I think it's February is Horizon and then March is Gran Turismo. So nothing in January yet, I don't think. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, look, next year is like looking super loaded. So I'm looking forward to it because Arkham Knights or Gotham Knights. I always get the name wrong. Uh, dude, I was like so like let down when the DC fandom or whatever, like their like brief looks at the next Batman games, like, or at least that one, because the other one's Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, and I'm not really looking forward to that game. I mean, that being said, developers behind it did a good job on was that the Arkham Origin team? I can't remember, but like, or is that Rocksteady? I think that's Rocksteady actually. Never mind. So that's probably gonna be good because they do a good job. They do good work, and then I don't remember, but like I'm looking forward to both of those. Not so much the Suicide Squad game, just because it just seems from what they showed, it's like I don't know, it's not what I want. It's like I would have liked more Batman stuff, but I guess you get that in the Gotham Knights or Arkham Knights or whatever the Court of Owls game. I should just call it that. Anyway, looking forward to that because the Arkham games are some of my favorites, and then it's I imagine like it's the same gameplay systems kind of. So we'll see what the Suicide Squad game is, but they didn't really show a lot, so who knows? God of War, Gran Turismo, Horizon, a lot of stuff next year, and then like whatever we don't know about, that's gonna be a surprise. So because the train just keeps on trucking and all that stuff. Um, Anywho, what else is there to talk about? Because that's everything I'm playing right now on my channel. So, and like if I say anything else about like future plans for the channel, it's just like a retread of stuff I've said previous months. So whatever. PlayStation streams, vlogs, nothing happening there. Change to the channels and stuff. Nothing happening. Yeah, there's nothing going on really. So I guess I can just skip to the end here because I mean it's whatever, dude. IRL stuff is like it's the same old, same old. Everything's depressing. Everything sucks. It's like, oh man, infrastructure week. Months ago, still infrastructure week. Or just like I don't know, dude. I have an idea in my brain now from like all like from like as just like jaded and like what's the word I'm trying to think of here? But like I've just like embraced the whole like nihilism, fatalism of just like the moment. Just like oh man, just when you think something could get better, there's something around the corner. It's like, oh, not really. Oh no, this isn't parliamentarian. What are we gonna do? It's like, oh no. Wouldn't it be great if we could like get something passed and through reconciliation? And it's like, oh, until Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema are like, I'm actually about that. So yeah. Anywho, yeah, like that's pretty much it. It's like now just wait until the the next fight for the debt ceiling raise in December, and then just the wait on the how butchered is the reconciliation bill gonna be whenever it gets passed, and that's pretty much it. And then hope it doesn't affect the midterms, and then it probably will but who knows, right? Because it's like that's a year away, so whatever, dude. It's like the longer this goes on, it just like I'm just in my brain, or just I shouldn't say that in my brain. That's I don't know why I said that, but whatever. Like it just has me thinking of just like the failed duopoly. 'Cause like on the one side, it's like man, wouldn't it be great if this could happen? But then not really, because reason X Y Z A B C 1 2 3 5 7 6 are holding us back. But then on the other side is a death cult with a suicide pact of like yeah, yeah, not really a real choice, but that's not what our believers feel. So what a great time to be stuck between those two sides, or what a great two sides to be stuck in between, or whatever. But yeah, whatever. Um, yeah. So yeah. Oh, actually, Dragon Age Origins is on Game Pass because I have like Ultimate. I've got like 3 more months after today, because tomorrow I'm gonna actually because I had like a because when I got my Xbox One S from GameStop, I got like a bundle that was like that with 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate. But then they gave you like the first month for like $1, so I'm on the first month for $1 now. But then I'm gonna use my 3 months. But then with Ultimate, you get EA whatever the F. I can't remember the game. Not the. That's not called Game Pass. The EA Play, I think. Like they have like a vault of content that's on there. And then I haven't played Dragon Age Origins, and it's on there, so I will probably end up playing that at some point. Yeah, it's like they have Dragon Age Origins 2 and Inquisition. I have Inquisition on PS4, but I never played it, so I might finally get around to that, because after playing Mass Effect, it's like, man, that was. I mean, I stopped at 3 because it was like a sad part, but then I started playing Final Fantasy. But then, I'm going to go back and finish it, so it's whatever. And yeah, or actually, that's the funny thing. It's like it wasn't even a sad part. It's like the sad part was coming up, and like I'd played it, so I played so many times. I was like, I don't want to play this right now. This is like in the middle of a pandemic. I'd like to not like go through this trauma again with my video game bound family. I'm not doing this to myself, and so I just like put that off for like, geez. I thinking about it, I'm just like, dude, I can't believe I did that. But then it's like, yeah. Anyway, it's whatever, dude. Um, but yeah, I'm trembling on here, so I'm just gonna end it here. 23 minutes in. Okay, I have to like look at the time. It's like, okay, please tell me that wasn't super long, because I didn't feel like it was super long. Anyway, um, oh, I mean, I guess it's like the weird part, right? Because it's like IRL stuff, and that could be like a ton of things. But then I did say something about like months ago about like, man, I should do like a weekly thing about my thing, or wow, a weekly thing about my thing, some sort of like weekly video where it's like just talking or something, or just like a vlog, but like different categories or something. Because otherwise, it's like I get to this thing, and then I'm like, oh, there's a ton of stuff here. But like, if I would have just like over the course of a month, every week, did this other thing, and like like, all that stuff is like, it's put out there, or it doesn't just like bottled up to where it's like just all over the place on my channel taken. I was gonna say, getting to the point, that Dune, HBO Max, really good. Also, Young Justice, dude. Young Justice season 3, amazing. Like, I'm so annoyed though, because I got like they had like a promotion where it was like $7, $8. It was super cheap for like 6 months or something, and like I got that subscription in. But then like when they showed it at DC Fandom, I like completely forgot that they released their stuff weekly. So I was like, I'd like watched it in a couple weeks, so they had like a couple episodes on there, but I didn't realize like when I saw the episode list until like I hit play, I got into the episode and it stopped, and it was like you only have like a couple episodes available because it's like weekly, and I was like, it's like, yeah, dude. I was like, I will never subscribe to the service after this, because what the f, dude? Like the binge model is where it's at. Like I'm never going back to the old ways of like waiting for something every week to like what like. And that's your thing. It was like an effing cliffhanger, and it's like you can't leave me hanging, dude, until a week from now, and I have to effing wait, and it's just like, no. F that crap. Like, like you could make a case of like, or I would make a case of like, that's why I don't even watch TV. It's like, why would I be left on the hook to not know what happens next? When if it's like on streaming and I can binge it, I can just watch the entire thing. Pass. Um, but yeah, HBO Max, Dune. It was awesome. Looking forward to Matrix Resurrected, whatever that. Another R word. Uh, yeah, 'cause it was like Reloaded Revelations or Revolution, whatever. Wow, I should know that, man. I'm such a big fan, and I like don't. That's like whatever, dude. Like nobody cares about the third movie, but it's or no, most people don't like their movie. I like all of them, so it's like whatever. Anyway, I'm just like totally on a tangent and like you know talking about nothing and now. So I'm just gonna, okay. Anything here? So yes, that's China Taken for October 2021. Feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Whatever. I honestly don't care. It's whatever. No big deal. Um, down in the comments, blah blah blah. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Also the links to all my social crap. I mean, that being said, I'm pretty sure that Discord link is not the right link because I don't know how Discord works. I use it, kind of, sorta. It's whatever. It's the whole thing. It's like this Discord. Like me using Discord now, I like look at it and I'm like, man, if they had this thing when I was younger, I would be on it the whole like all the time. I can see why it's so popular. But then I'm also like, I'm like hesitant because like if you look at what happened to Twitch and it got just like co-opted by capitalism and it's just like terrible now. So I'm just like, I'm hoping that's not what happens to Discord and it doesn't like become terrible. But anyway, it's a good resource and it's pretty cool service. It's how I play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends on that. It's pretty cool. There's like an Avray bot and you can like, put in commands and it does all like the rolls and stuff. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, Discord. I am completely on another tangent. I'm sorry. Ending the video now. So where's the stop button? I just had to get that out. I'm sorry. It's just like my brain just does that sometimes. Or just like I'm talking and it's like, oh, here's a thing. Let me talk about this. And it just yeah. Anywho. Like, comment, subscribe. Or not. Whatever. Comments in the bottom thingy. All the links are in the bottom thingy. Um, yeah, survived another month. Whoopee, whatever. Also, I guess it's the 31st, so happy Halloween if you see this when it's uploaded. The day it's uploaded, because it's at the end of the month. If not, whatever. So, yeah. Until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.